Senator Susan Collins, RME, said it is inappropriate for Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, RKY, and Sen. Elizabeth Warren, DMA, to prejudge the evidence in the upcoming Senate impeachment trial of President Donald Trump. Collins also said she would be open to witnesses to testify at the trial, calling it premature to decide before the evidence is seen. Maine Public Radio, MPBN, reports, Collins spoke with Maine Public senior political reporter Mal Leary about the impeachment trial of President Bill Clinton and why it should serve as the model for the upcoming trial of President Donald Trump. Transcript, via MPBN, Mel Leary, Maine Public Radio, should Mick Mulvaney, the acting chief of staff, and John Bolton, be people who should be called to testify. Given their first-hand knowledge of this alleged quid pro quo, which the president hates, but that's what it was, on arms for an investigation deal. Sends Susan Collins, RME, I am open to witnesses. I think it's premature to decide who should be called until we see the evidence that is presented and get the answers to the questions that we senators can submit through the Chief Justice to both sides. What I don't understand is why the House, having issued subpoenas to Secretary Mike Pompeo for example, did not seek to enforce those subpoenas in court, and instead rushed to get the articles of impeachment passed before Christmas, and yet have not transmitted them to us in the Senate. So that seems an odd way to operate. You have consistently said you want to be careful in what you say about this because you're in a role of a juror. Given that, you must be sharing the concern of Senator Lisa Murkowski, that Sen. Mitch McConnell out there saying, we're going to be lockstep with the White House, is going to cast some aspersions on this deal, this whole process. Collins, it is inappropriate, in my judgment, for senators on either side of the aisle to prejudge the evidence before they have heard what is presented to us, because each of us will take an oath that I take very seriously to render impartial justice. That's what it says, impartial justice. And I have heard Democrats like Sen. Elizabeth Warren, saying that the president should be impeached, found guilty, and removed from office. I've heard the Senate Majority Leader saying that he's taking his cues from the White House. There are senators on both sides of the aisle who, to me, are not giving the appearance of and the reality of judging this in an impartial way. Leary, what can you do, as a single Republican senator, to convince Sen. McConnell, you shouldn't be doing this? You should step back and let the process unfold similarly to the 1999 trial. Collins, I haven't made that recommendation. I have spoken in our caucus, but since I'm one of the few members of the caucus who participated in the 1999 trial, I went back and gathered all the documents, I read the procedure, I went through all of the roll call votes. In fact, I have a very thick notebook that I've compiled with what we did last time, what's gone on with the House, with the transcriptions of those witnesses who were deposed in the House or testified publicly. And I have shared with my colleagues my belief that the Clinton approach, the approach to the Clinton trial, worked well. Let's block ads.